Hey, it's Bricky
and Tiara
coming to you again with another banger. Oh goodness. So come on in the room. So we are on Facebook Live and we are recording. So yes. Hi YouTube viewers.
Come on.
Hi everyone. Hi Facebook viewers. Hi everyone. So of course we're not going to be able to see the comments on our Facebook Live. So, just still comments, send us some hearts and some likes.
Did you tag us in it?
Oh, I sure did.
I got
you
the
can put it up on your laptop.
Look here, her name.
Yeah, so come on in the room. We got something to talk about today. Okay?
Ooh, Lord.
Something to talk about.
I'm kind of scared to go.
Talk about. Let's talk about it, as my mama say.
I'm getting ready to pull up the comments. I'm going to have to mute
Oh, there we go. Boom, boom.
Okay, so I'm going to mute the audio on here because if I don't, we're going to have like a lot of
extra sounds.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, I got my little shirt. There we go. It's
What's going on?
Hi Tiara, thank you for watching us.
You are silly. You're silly goose.
So we're going to get right into it. Y'all catch up later. So today we are going to talk about something it might get a little touchy and a little heated, but we're going to talk about how has other people's opinion affected you being a mom, which is our title of our video.
Yes. I usually try to be the laid back and understanding when I don't think I'm that one today.
So let's get into it. I mean, what? I'm gonna just ask you, how has, just a little snippet of how has other people's opinions affected you being a mom?
A little snippet.
We're gonna get the short version, then we're gonna go into different headlines about what we said.
Well, back before I became who I am today, that just don't care. I was always a people pleaser. It was always well, do it like this, do it like that, and then I would try to do it like that and do it like this, and it just didn't work for me. It didn't work for my household. It didn't work for my style as a mother. And so in that, I had made many mistakes trying to listen to everyone else and what they said that I should do instead of what I felt I needed to do as a mother. And when it comes to your mistakes are your own. You can't be like, oh, well, because such and such told me to do this, I failed. So I have evolved into the person of, I will make my mistakes and learn from them. Mm-hmm. It's not that I cannot take criticism. It's not that I cannot take wisdom. I take it and I apply it where necessary or where I feel that it will benefit in my life and my style of parenting. And if I feel like it don't, God bless you, it's gonna sit over here on the shelf. But that's just a quick, version of how it could have.
Okay, and my quick answer to this question is it's been depressing. Period.
Ooh, yes.
Very depressing.
Yes.
That's it. Ain't much else to say, but my experience about other people's opinion have been depressing.
And that is the
because not just the part about being a mom, but the situations I had to go through.
Yeah.
It became depressing.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Well, let's see. Styles of parenting. I guess we can go back to that one, hit that one first. Mm-hmm. So, back again, people told me, oh, well, don't spank the kids. Or, oh, well, don't do this. Or, oh, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Each one of my kids are different. Right. And so, I had a lot of, I would beat her tail and I would do this. And when we say beat, y'all, disclaimer, we are not physically talking about abusing our kids, right. Okay? Black folks, they use the term beat, but they don't really mean beat. Right. They talking about spanking their kid, okay? Disclaimer. I've had people say, "Oh, I would beat her tail. I would do this. I would do that," and I did not feel in my spirit or at that moment that that's what was necessary. As the mother, I knew that there was something deeper going on with my child or my children, and it did not warrant that for that moment. Don't get it twisted. I believe in spanking my kids, but I believe that there is a time and a place for everything. Sometimes we automatically go to the spank, 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 spank,
Right.
and not the what's wrong, what's going
Right.
on, where's this coming from,
really
and
find
trying
the
to
root
really
of it.
understand it. Exactly. And I think that is a big problem in our society. Is that we don't take time to understand the root of the problem when it comes to our children. And a lot of the times, if we stop and take time to go back to the roots of what happened with us, we will see a lot of us
Right.
and our kids, and we will be able to kind of figure out how to deal with our kids, really, because they're really just another little mini us.
Oh Lord, Jesus! My mama always telling me, "That's you all over. That's you." I'm like, "No, it is not." But I must admit, she's finally right. I'm just playing, Mom.
Lady V, did you hear this? Did you hear this?
Yeah, but it do become hard because, like, me personally, when I was younger, it was my mouth, and my daughter, and all my kids got mouth. And I know that's Leo, y'all. He hopping around here, but it was my mouth that always got me in trouble, and still do at 36. But I would get whooped. That was my mama's discipline to whoop butt, and it did to me. I'm not gonna say it didn't work because my mouth is still here. And you know, sometimes kids get immune to that, so
Yes.
we have to try different methods. Like sometimes I gotta just sit down with my kids and be like, okay, what is the issue? And a lot of times they always say, I don't know. And you just gotta keep asking until they tell you. Get on their nerves like they be getting on our nerves. And then eventually they'll tell you. And then we just try different things. Because everybody always tell me, when Kyrie do stuff, like he writes on toilets, he does crazy stuff. And I don't be understanding it. But a whooping does not always work.
He's more of the child, because this is in
He the more of the child that need to be tased. He don't need to be, well, he need to be tased.
He's more of the child that you're gonna have to get him psychologically.
Yeah, cause he like, and we laugh and giggle and we say, oh, ignore it, or no, some things we need to stop saying ignore.
Yeah.
Ignore. People
Everything
say that
is
to
not
me
ignore. The answer to
about my
everything is not ignore.
situation. You know, they ignore people. Ignore them. But then that builds up some kind of fireball
Yes.
in you, and then when you
Explode. They want to look at you like you crazy.
Right.
But it's like you have all this built up anger and frustration and resentment because you have not dealt with the root problem, which
Yeah.
is,
and we have to do our kids like that.
yeah. Because our you know what, our kids actually deal with that very thing. I'm being nosy, y'all seeing who's walking outside my house. Our kids, because they're kids, it does not mean that they don't have feelings. They deal with those same things. So then when they finally get to lashing out and knocking their siblings upside the head, listen, they didn't had enough.
Exactly.
Ooh, they didn't had enough, and I had to correct myself, because one day I was so upset with Tabitha because she just had it with her siblings, and so she got to knocking them upside the head, like pop, pop, and I'm like, stop hitting my baby! And then I had to realize, you know what? She's tired.
Right.
She's tired. And so that's the day that I decided to put a lock on her door, even though it's almost there now. But that was the day that I decided to put a lock on her door. And again, that goes back to people's opinions, because then it was people saying, she's too young to have a lock on her door. Excuse me, do you want to come over here and be a living referee?
Please do. My door is open. Anybody want to volunteer?
So I had to do what was necessary to not only give myself peace, but for my eldest child to have her peace, because she didn't have any privacy. Anybody, even as an adult, you don't want nobody coming in your room, tearing up your stuff, taking your stuff. It's missing. Half of y'all be ready to have a doggone heart attack and something go missing, and you didn't been the one that misplaced it.
Right.
So imagine someone else coming into your space and doing that. But oh baby, I got shunned for that. She too young to have a lock on her door. You too old to have a lock on your door, but you got it. So I mean, you know, it goes both ways. So
Right.
that has affected my parenting in the past a whole lot. So now I'd be like,
Whatever.
if you ain't coming over here to help me
In
with
this
this,
ear, out the other.
doop, doop. If you ain't being part of the solution to the problem, doop, doop.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, I was a real people pleaser.
Yeah. Now let's talk about this financial part of it. Because let me tell you, so many people told me, "Oh, you just need to go get a job.
Oh, baby. Woo! Hold on.
You too spoiled. You need to stop asking your parents for your parents. You too old for your parents to be helping you and this and that."
I want to ask you who it was so I can go tell them to mind their business.
Girl,
I
I give you the list. I don't want to say it on here because then I'm gonna have to fight after this video. But you know, people, you know, they just have so much to say about what you doing, and they're not, like you said, they're not helping. They're not putting any kind of solution to the problem. No resolution, no nothing. They just want to talk, and it's hard to do what you feel that we should do when we're doing it by ourselves.
Exactly.
My kids, like now, they're in summer school, so my window is very, very small. They go to school from 9 to 2. So if I wanted to work, there's not many jobs that's gonna go with my schedule where I only can do Monday through Thursday from at least 9:30 to 1:30 because I still gotta have time to get back, pick them up, and drop them off in the morning and get to the job.
Yes.
And then my other child, if my dad's not watching them, then he's home with me. And they not gonna let you bring no kids to work.
They not. And let me piggyback off of that. I literally just said the same thing to somebody else a couple weeks back because I have had so many people like, oh, well, you know, even get a work from home job. Da 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 da. Listen, baby, I did that. Okay, I did that. I did a work from home job. I had someone that was picking them up at first. They could not continue to pick them up. I had to start working from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to 7 o'clock at night. So guess what? Even if I dropped them off at school, I had no way to pick them up from school without having to leave from my computer desk, getting docked or possibly fired, to go pick up my kids. And because the line at the school is so long.
Let's talk about them doggone drive lines. You gotta go an hour before school is out to pick them up.
Just to pick up your kids. Like, so then that means I'm sitting at the school for an hour before they even get out, and I'm supposed to be clocked in, and then get to them, then have to get them home, get them fed, showered, let them play for a minute, then try to get them in the bath or in the bed or whatever.
Right.
And I'm still having to do work at the same time, and I'm having to do this by myself.
Right.
Please, if you're not going to be part of the solution to that, shut your mouth. Wait, I just realized, we got the same 2 fingers, Mister.
Girl, I get more than that. I got the pinky going too, baby.
Girl, I still got the pinkies.
But yeah, it's, you know, and that, people don't understand that they're unwanted opinions. We're still human, and we are females. We have extra hormones that a lot of y'all do not have. And a lot of times, you know, it's coming from men.
No, I get a lot of it from the women.
I get a lot of it from men. And it's crazy because
I'm gonna need y'all to mind the business.
Let's talk about these men. Y'all might have kids, but who they with?
They mammies.
Exactly.
They're with their mothers for the majority of the time. And so, you know, and even when they are with you, they still want their mothers. My 2 eldest are with their father for the month of July, and guess what? I still get calls. Mommy, I miss you. Mommy, I want you. Mommy, 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 mommy. A mother's work is never done. That goes back to our old video. Go watch it.
Oh, let's talk about, since this hits on the subject about other people's opinions. So a lot of times, men take their kids and they're leaving with grandma or auntie, and they're going to do what they want to do. But let us do that. And
we are.
You need to be at home with your kids 24/7. You don't need no breaks.
Yes.
Hey, Holly Forbin. Welcome. We are talking about how has other people's opinions affected you being a mom.
Yes. Feel free to drop down in the comments.
Yes.
If you have any input. So yes, you know, people fail to realize that. They look at it, oh well, the dads did get them, but what you didn't realize is they got them, but they dropped them off to their mammies or either their grandmothers, so they still were able to go out and party
or do whatever they
wanted to do. When it was time to actually, you know, take the kids back, they go pick up the kids and then they take them back, and it looked like they'd have been a good dad for the whole weekend. And this is not father bashing, this is not, but what we are saying is hey, look, it's more expected out of women than it is of men. We're expected to hold it all on our shoulders. We're expected to hold the whole world on our shoulders. And if we don't, we are penalized and demonized for it. Sorry. But when men don't, it's not the same energy.
Not the same.
That's not right. That's not right.
And since we're speaking about men on this subject, I don't even know if I should go there, because it does tie into, you know, how people's opinions affect your parenting. So I'm just gonna put it like this. So since I had my first kid, it's been very depressing because of the way my child entered this world. All the blame was put on me. I scoped this nigga out. I did this, I did that. I chased him and I did this and I did that. And people only hear one side of the story.
Yes.
And then you got other people putting in their 2 cents, telling other people.
Yes.
And then it comes back to you. It's hurtful. And it becomes depressing because you're worried about, okay, well, dang, they said this. Still going through something that you never been through. You're going through all these hormonal changes. You still got to tend to your baby, and
the stress of all of that makes you so overwhelmed and frustrated that then when you try to deal with your child, you're dealing with your child in a way of frustration.
Right.
And so you can't be your best self as a mother because of all of that.
My mama used to always say, you act like you don't like your kids. It's not that I don't like them, but all this other stress, unnecessary stress on me from other people that's, first of all, didn't take the baby out my twat. Didn't put the baby in there, and that's not helping me raise these kids. And I'm doing it by myself. My girl's dad passed. My son has a different dad, and this fool is shacked up with one of my, who I thought was my friend, with his baby mama. And then it's just like, okay, well, he don't take care of his son, but he taking care of her kids and the new baby. So then that becomes a lot of stress because I'm still having to do it by myself. And people are like, you should just forget it. It ties into all of this other stuff. Parenting, financial responsibility, even the living situation. I had to move at least 35 minutes away from what I was used to because I couldn't afford to stay where I wanted to stay around the people that could really help me.
Yep, exactly. It takes a toll, all this stuff, and it's a lot of people's opinions.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this again: if you cannot help to be the solution to the problem, mind your business. Keep your comments to yourself. Listen, let me also say this. I'm gonna say this because nobody else will. All that backbiting, all that gossiping about other people's business. Y'all know what the Bible say about that? Y'all are being busybodies in other people's matters. You need to mind the business that pay you. If it is not directly affecting you, if it has nothing to do with you, you need to mind your business. You need to stay in your place. Bloom where you're planted. Because you're then sowing seeds of discord.
Right.
I have had somebody come to me asking me about her business. That's none of my business. I don't know. If you want to know, go ask her. That is none of my business.
And we all go through situations, all of us.
Yes.
And all of the situations ain't too nice.
No, it's not.
But at the end of the day, some of these situations that we get ourselves into, they create kids. So after the kid is created, the situation don't matter because the kid is here. Now we got to figure out how we gonna feed this little baby. How we gonna provide for this little baby? Where we gonna live at? What school to send this kid to? What this? It's a lot. Just being a mom, period, without all the extra unnecessary mess that people keep bringing up.
And all of it is people's opinions.
And then they don't know the whole story.
The whole story. You get a half story, and then you want to then spread that half story that you think you know, and you really don't. And so then it causes more stress to that person, because best believe it always gets back to that person.
Always.
Okay? So then you didn't create an unnecessary extra stress for this person for what?
Right.
Over a situation you don't even know the full story.
Exactly.
So-
Because I had cousins that go through that stuff with their kids. People putting their opinions in their mouth on the situation with the mama and daddy, and then it turns around affecting the kids. And then they think that, okay, well, they did this, then they gonna do this to their kids. Or I have cousins and friends who had CPS called on them because of the situations that they were in, relationships and stuff like that, and it did not affect their parenting. It made them depressed, but they didn't take it out on their kids. What I'm
Right.
trying to say.
Right.
So now you putting more stress on that mom, because now she got to deal with CPS because you mixing your business in with somebody else's business, trying to add stuff up and ain't adding up nothing, but just starting more stuff.
Mind the business that paid you.
And I ain't
Keep
paying
your
y'all nothing over here.
opinion- Okay. Keep your opinions to yourself. If you cannot be a part of the solution, okay, don't add to be part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. If you cannot be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem.
Exactly. So, at first, other people's opinions,
It really affected
yeah.
But now I'd be like, okay, Ann, is you paying my bills?
And sometimes, don't get me wrong,
Feed
sometimes
me?
it
You
still hurts.
financing me? Yeah, oh yeah, it
It
hurts.
still hurts.
But then I'd be
because
like,
you
whatever.
right. Because
Whatever.
at the end of the day, I have to take care and I have to be good for my kids. Because if I'm depressed and keep letting y'all get on my nerves about stuff, then I'm raising 3 more little depressed people.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we don't realize how we feel. It affects our children, because our children, they love us. They pick up on, they feel
Right.
what we feel. They can feel when you're frustrated, and sometimes they'll think that it's with them or because
Yeah,
of
because
them.
of something they did,
Kids
right?
always, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a specific word I'm looking for, but they pretty much they self-project. They feel like it's their fault. They always feel like
They little
it's their
empaths.
fault, and they're not. It's not their fault.
Right.
They're not. It's not their fault at all. And so, I have normalized telling my children, "Hey, look, mommy is in a bad mood today. It is not because of you. Mommy's just frustrated." Like, especially my oldest, I tell her, I'll be like, "Tabby, mommy is really frustrated about this, that, and other. But if I'm a little snappy today, I apologize."
Right.
It's
We gotta
not your
apologize.
fault.
I apologize all the time.
Listen, I do.
And my kids already
Listen.
know. I don't even have to say no. I've been emotional all my life. Stuff just makes me cry when I'm frustrated. People be thinking I'm sad. No, sometimes I cry because I'm ready to explode. And my kids know that about me. When mama stop crying, just give her a minute, because she's about to go kaboom in a minute.
Yes.
So,
Yes, Holly. She said, "You are human and have feelings, and sometimes people don't get it when they just need to shut up."
woo, shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. So it all of that plays into with being a mom, because before, if I didn't have kids, I didn't have that extra pressure feeling like I gotta be this straight and narrow person because I know I'm affecting other people.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And then, with the living situations, for instance, I went through, and I won't say with who, but I went through a period where, before I did have to go and live with family, someone had decided that, that they were gonna contact my DHS worker and lie and say that my child was living with them when my child was living with me at my grandmother's house.
Right.
And so CPS was called. But in that, I was getting ready to call CPS anyway, because my child came back with bruises all on her legs and thighs. And so it really just opened up a whole can of worms, because it was like I was on camera at the hospital with the other child, and the other child was with the other person. So they knew it wasn't me. So it just opened up a whole can of worms of just
Right.
unnecessary extra stress. To where, while they investigated, my kids had to be with my mom, which I was okay with that because I knew that they were safe. But
But you
what
shouldn't even
parent
have to go
should
through
have
that.
to go through that And when they investigated the scene, I was legit at the hospital with the other child. That I was not the one that, you know what I'm saying, hurt that child. They gave me my kids back. But who wants to go through stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a very hurtful and stressful thing. Like, people do some really just honorary stuff, you know, and it's hurting.
Girl.
It's frustrating, but it really affected, you know, my living situation, because then, you know, the person that I ended up having to go and stay with after that, they were just like, well, we don't want any stress here. We don't want no drama here. We don't. And I'm like, look, I don't have that. But because of what I was going through in that particular moment with that other parent and that other grandparent, it opened a whole can of worms that was just unnecessary. It was just a hateful thing. And so when people, you know, they see me now, and I don't say much of anything when it comes to certain situations anymore, because I used to be very vocal about it. I used to be very, very vocal about it, and people wanted to look at me like, oh, well, she just bad-mouthing folks. No, I had got tired of hate being thrown on my name. I had got tired of people lying on me. That's one thing I can't stand, is a liar. Do not lie on me.
Exactly.
I'm one of the most
tell the whole
people.
Truth and nothing but the truth.
I will tell you the truth about my own business and air out myself before I sit here and have somebody lying on me. Like, that's just how I am. So, because I'm a transparent type of person. So yeah, I was very angry. I was very hurtful, but then I had to realize that in me trying to prove myself, it was still hurting me, because people were not really trying to hear the truth. So when I got quiet and people then started seeing it for themselves, all I could do was sit back and be like, I tried to tell y'all ain't listening. So, I mean,
and that's one thing, because, you know, everybody always quick to say let go and let God, but some things
it is hard
to let go, especially when it's repeated. Now let me tell you something. Anybody that needs to know anything about Brittany Danielle Vanover, aka Bricky, you don't have to go to nobody else. You can come directly to me. And ever since, I don't know how, since I can remember, since I've been talking, my mama and my daddy, well, especially my daddy, used to call me Rona Barrett, because I tell everything. You know what I'm saying? But I tell it about myself, so I don't, it's not like it needs to come from somebody else. But some stuff, and people say, oh, you tell too much. Not necessarily when people are telling your stuff, and then
anyway, and then they telling it the wrong way, and then they adding extra stuff in, and lies and stuff.
So then it makes you feel like you gotta defend yourself. And now with social media, like I had a cousin do that to me. She put it on my status about a situation I had went through when I was talking about something else, and that affects me because that's stressful and depressing, because now my kids at the age they can read stuff.
Of course.
And you putting that on my page. My kids is friends with me on my page. So nothing that's new that I say to them. They already know. They mama. But when other people are putting stuff on your stuff and they're seeing it, then that becomes another can of worms that you don't want to be open. Right. And it's just like, why? Why do people just don't leave people alone? I don't understand it. And then I used to cry all the time, like, why are people bothering me? Why would anybody want my life? I'm struggling, can't take care of my kids by myself, I'm depressed. Why do they want my life?
But let me tell you, and I gotta find it on my phone, and I don't know where it is. Oh, I forgot, I got the phone on the thing. Lord Jesus. But you know, sometimes we don't understand. And I wanna, let me pause. You are doing a bomb job, considering not having another person there to help you. You are doing a great job.
And I don't get no Social Security. My baby daddy died, and my kids don't get nothing. How about that?
That's another thing. People that ties in the finances. People assume that you get money, and you don't. I don't get child support.
I don't either. Kyrie daddy owed me about $20,000, and he only 4.
One of them, I ain't gonna say who it is. They because of disability, the kids get something, but they consider that in lieu of child support. But let me say this:
hey, my Liggins,
if we were still married, they would have still been getting that. So, I mean, you know,
Right.
That has nothing to do with the other. But then, I don't get any kind of assistance or help for Angie because they say what the girls get is considered income. So that doesn't qualify Angie to get anything.
And that's messed up because they two different cases.
I can't use their stuff for her. Like, and if I did, they would penalize me. So make that make sense. But whole point is yes, would I like to work? Yes. Can I work? No. I have a very, very severe back injury. So I can't work right now. Would I like to be able to work from home? Yes. But I can only sit for so long. I can only stand for so long. Would I like to be able to make some money right now? Absolutely. If I could have someone to help with my child or my children while I'm doing my work schedule, that would be great. And if I wasn't in so much pain and having to take all of this pain medicine just to be able to function throughout the day, that would be awesome. That would be ideal. Is it the truth though? Is it life though? Like, is that the real reality of it? No. Like, the reality is I'm not able to do that. And so, yeah, I got my notary business, but as the seasons changes, as time changes, as finances change, as people are selling and refinancing their homes, I might get a couple of, signings then, I might not. So I just it's never always just steady until God opens up that door for it to be just like a steady income. It goes as the market changes. So, people always have so much to say. They assume that, you have money this, you have money that. No, boo-boo, it's not that.
Oh, and let's talk about people's opinions with the bridge card.
I hear
so many people like, oh, you lucky you got a bridge card. No, boo-boo, I am not lucky.
No.
Because that's all I have. At least you're able to go out and make your money. Y'all get that 8-hour break away from y'all kids.
But not even just that. You can't use bridge card for your light bill. You can't use bridge card for gas in your car. You can't use bridge card. You can't do that.
Right.
Like, food stamp is for the food.
Right.
You are able to work a job where you're able to go and get the cash that you need to pay all your other bills. It's another thing. DHS, when it comes to like assistance with like your electric and stuff like that, for those of you who know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry, you don't. But they won't even help with any kind of assistance for a light bill or heating bill until it's like close to doggone winter time.
Right. And it's not like we have all these things that we have to do and all these loops that we have to go over. And it should not be this difficult for us.
They want to know what color drawers you wear before they give you any
not
kind
even
of
us.
stamp.
They want to, especially when it comes to child support and stuff like that.
They want to know.
We got to know they whereabouts and do what we got to pay. Inspect the gadget.
They want to know what hour they was conceived. I can't talk. Listen, I know we like being a little jokey, but they asked on one of them applications what day was they conceived. Like, I'm gonna know exactly when the sperm met the egg.
The guy didn't even know I was pregnant.
Okay. God. Woo! Keisha said, "Come on with it, Doc. Hey, twin. Hey, Mama J."
Oh yeah. So it's just so many things a whole list of things that we have to deal with, and when other people are constantly putting in their opinion, that kind of makes things hard. Like, sometimes I be having to tell my mom, sometimes I don't want your opinion on what I should do. Sometimes I just need you to listen to me.
And that's another thing. You guys, when you see a mom is frustrated, whether it's me, her, or anybody else, ask them, do you want advice or do you just want to vent? Before you get to saying anything of what you think that they should do, ask them, do you just want to vent today or do you want advice?
Right, because y'all
and
know
they'll
me.
tell you, I just really want to vent.
If you start coming at me, I'm getting on Facebook, and Facebook gonna listen to me, okay? All these people I know, they get on there and watch me and listen to me. They might not always say nothing in the comments, but they be in my inbox, and the views be up, okay? But we try to refrain from doing stuff like that because we just feel that we should have people that sometimes they could just listen. And people will be like, I am not for the drama. Real life is not drama.
No, these are everyday experiences that other people are dealing with. They're just not talking about.
Right, because the way people make them feel.
Right.
Other people's opinions.
So they are afraid of getting ridiculed, ashamed, penalized because of other people's opinions. So a lot of people don't talk about this stuff. And that's what we said. We were going to break the boundary. We were going to break the chains, and we were going to come on here and be transparent and let other mothers know, hey, you're not the only one going through this. And it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to have these feelings. And you know what? If we can figure out ways to get through it, we will definitely share it with you.
Right.
And
It's
that
okay
way you
for
guys
therapy.
can get through it too. Yes, mental health is very important. And I will say that there is a big shortage on mental health workers. There really is. And so
I'm still trying to find a therapist. That's why I
yeah,
came
they
here
have you on
to
a waiting list. Yeah, but you know, and then having an accountability partner, you know, and someone that you can trust and that will hold you accountable too. That helps. And you know, again, it also goes back to us and hey, are you just in a place where you need to vent, or do you want advice? You know, you let me know what you need for today, and I will be that. So you know, if they need to vent, let them talk, and you sit back and just listen, because they don't want a response. They just want to just get it out so that way they can feel better.
And postpartum depression is super real. It is super real.
Yes, it is. I personally know someone that is going through postpartum depression. I think might be frozen. Let me see.
Can y'all still see us? Cause
I think it's frozen. Can you all still see us?
But anywho, if y'all can't, I don't know what to tell you. We still recording on the other device, so
yeah. So I know someone who is actually physically, there it goes. Someone who is physically going through postpartum depression right now, and my prayers are with her. But that stuff is real, y'all. Don't just push them off.
Exactly.
Check on them.
Check on them, and let me tell y'all something.
Check on them.
It has no expiration date.
No, it does not.
My son is 4 years old, and I have to take medicine because some days I can't get out the bed. Some days I can't be mama.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I want it to happen, but sometimes you just get hit with these overwhelming feelings and thoughts. Like I'm telling you, my head, I can feel when my head is racing. I drank a Red Bull yesterday because I was falling asleep and getting sleepy driving back from Atlanta. And when I drank that Red Bull, it woke me up, but I felt the back of my brain popping, like thumping really, really fast. Thumping really, really fast. And I was like, okay, I don't like this feeling. And I used to have those feelings. I had these headaches. They just pound, 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 pound. Until I started taking my depression medicine, and it calmed my thoughts down. My head don't pound like that. And don't let nobody make you feel ashamed if you got to take some medicine.
Yeah.
Tell them they can take one up the butt. How about that? This is girl I said that. But, you know, we got to do stuff for us, regardless of what other people say. And you already know, listen, some people, it hurts, but sometimes you just gotta ignore it. Especially when it's something repeated. That just means they're stuck on stupid and you moved on. And I ain't stuck on stupid. I had sex, I had babies, and that was 10, 11 years ago, and that was 7 years ago, and that was 5 years ago. My coochie still ain't thinking about them. So why are y'all doing that?
Hoo-ha, y'all. Hoo-ha. So yeah, that it really affects some people who have not yet mastered or got to the place of, I don't care what y'all say, y'all ain't feeding no finances.
And prayer works too, because if y'all go back and watch the last video I did, I had the young lady say a prayer, because you know, people always say, well, pray for me, pray for me. And I tell people with the quickness, I don't know if it's going to go past the ceiling, because Jesus act like he don't be listening to me.
I said that to her today. I was like, Brittany, you praying for me? She said, I don't want my prayers. I don't know if he even got past the ceiling. I said, oh, Lord, Jesus.
But I keep doing it.
Yes.
I pray, Lord, help me with my kids. Help me with me, because I just fill up. I mean, I wake up sometimes on the wrong side of the bed, and I just be like, okay, help my mind, help my mood.
I did today. That's why I'm so blunt today. I told her this video might be a little spicy because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Yeah.
So, you know, you just got to be careful with people, especially moms, new moms, even older moms.
Even veteran moms. Right. When you hit doggone baby number 3, baby, you a vet at that point. Like, you hit baby number 3, boo-boo, you a vet at that point. I'm sick of you.
I need my free meal at Denny's. Is that where they get their free meals at?
I don't know. They get free meals.
Yeah, the vets get free meals somewhere. Yeah, so if y'all know, drop that in the comments.
You silly goose. Woo, so yeah. Let me see, did anybody? Oh, Keisha said right. She said, yeah, we can see real good. Okay. Yeah, we had froze on our end for a second, so we were just making sure that you guys could still see and hear us. So it's great to know you guys are able to.
Yep, so we pretty much, gave our opinion.
Yeah.
On other people's opinions on us.
I still to this day I have people who can't stand me for a situation that happened a long time ago where I was messed over. I think we talked about we talked about that today. Mm-hmm. And there's still different people who got an issue with me, and I'm like, you mad because I told the truth?
Right.
You mad because I told the truth and I was made out to be the bad guy and the demon in the situation, and I legit wasn't. And so now that everybody knows that I was telling the truth, you still hate my guts. Okay. That is right. Between you and Jesus. That is not my problem.
Hate it all the way. Keep my name out your mouth.
Ooh.
Because when y'all don't realize, people always tell me, be careful what you post, because once it's out there, it's out there. And once you say what you say, be careful, because like now we got kids. My kids don't know my full situation and my sexual histories. Y'all don't even know them. Y'all just going by what you hear other people say. So if you have an issue, come to me, please. Stop, going to different people saying stuff, because we got kids now. Our kids at their age, like I said, they can read, they can do this, and they hear us talk. When we be talking, we make sure them kids go upstairs and turn the TV on. Y'all not sitting in our face while we talking about grown up stuff.
And then I've even had people be like, well, you should have thought about that when you had kids, and when you did what you did, or what your kids was gonna find out, and what they was gonna,
Yeah, let them find out on our time, not because your big mouth told them.
But not even just that. Y'all act like y'all ain't never did some stuff. See, y'all stuff is just still in the closet. Y'all stuff is just.
Let me tell you.
Listen, baby. Okay, look, hold on, baby. Hold on. Listen, don't act like you wasn't a little thought back in your day. Okay? I'm gonna need y'all to stop.
How many kids y'all really got? Tell me.
Hell, don't say that. Ooh.
No. Girl, that's another thing about people's opinions. People shun me because, let me tell you, real snippet. I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. End up getting pregnant, my first baby. I went to somebody I trusted because I did not want, it's gonna make me cry. I did not want to go through it. The ridicule and everything that came with it. So I went to this person in confidence because I did not want to keep this kid. She goes around with her big mouth and tells everybody. So then that left me no choice other than to deal with the situation. When I only went to her because I wanted, because we do stuff. We know when we do stuff and it's not right. We know that. We don't need nobody else telling us, putting in their 2 cents. When we sin, when we do stuff that is not right, we know that. I had to get to conscience. I don't know if anybody remember, I would come to church every Sunday crying because of what I knew I did. But then I had no choice but to deal with it because someone I thought I trusted. What are you looking at?
I don't know. Nosy folks.
Someone I trusted went back and told me before I can figure out what I can do with it myself. So now that my kid is here, I'm going to have to deal with it.
Right.
But y'all not telling the story about the stuff that y'all went through and got rid of y'all's and don't nobody know. Bloop. So that's why it's best to just, people need to learn to shut up. And then yes, it was my fault because I trusted somebody I thought I could trust. And it's all a learning experience. So once you do things and you know it's not right and you try to correct it, I thought, okay, well, I knew I was doing this. I was messing with this guy. I wasn't supposed to be messing with him. He got me pregnant. And that's a whole nother mommy blog. But now I have to deal with it, but I don't want nobody to know, so I'm going to get rid of it. But before I can make that decision for myself, somebody I trusted went and got on the national news and the choir and told everybody.
And that wasn't their place.
Wasn't
That was
their
not
place.
their place or their business. And if you watching, that was none of your business.
None
I just wanna
whatsoever.
say, if you watching,
So
was none of your
that
business.
affected my mommyhood. That affected me really bad being a mom, because I'm like, I'm carrying something I know everybody is about to. I mean, they put me through. They stoned me, okay? And it's not a good feeling, because you already hormonal when you're pregnant. So now you got to deal with that, deal with all of this stuff changing. And it's like, okay, well, I can't hide it now because it's out there. And if I do get rid of it, everybody gonna know I got an abortion. Like,
and then they gonna stone you for that.
right? It's like you can't win for losing. Like, it's like
You
it's crazy.
can't win. No, let me quit.
So you know what I'm saying? So
I'll be alright.
yeah, and I've gotten better with dealing with it, because it happened so long ago. It happened, that was 12 years ago. 12 years. And then I had to just sit here and think about it. Like, stop letting people hurt your feelings, because they're stuck on something that happened with you that they had nothing to do with them. And if they're stuck on it from 12 years ago, that means they ain't got no life, and you doing pretty good. Girl, what's that song? Girl, you doing a great job. Girl, you doing a great job. So I just take it with that. I'm doing a good job.
Yes, you are. You're doing a marvelous job, considering my hat goes off to you, because some days you encourage me. I'll be over. You saw when you came in today. What was I looking
Ooh,
like?
she was on fire. I was like, oh, you okay? You want to do this mommy blog another day?
No. Listen, y'all, I have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but when she came over, it really, really encouraged me, and I was able to pull it together. I'm a little spicy, y'all. I don't know if y'all can handle it. Y'all might need to go get a cup of water or maybe a glass of milk. I don't know what it is to stop the spiciness. I don't know, but
I think it's milk.
Woo, but
Just take a shot of. Never mind.
Woo, Lord, but yeah, people just, y'all have to be careful what you say, and it is very true. There's life and death in the power of the tongue. Don't be the person that kills somebody with your words. God is going to hold you accountable. God will hold you accountable, and it may not be right then, but years down the road, what you sow, you will reap. You will reap.
Yes, Lord.
I'm a firm believer in that. I have seen it. I have seen people do me like dead wrong, and I used to get mad at God, like, God, defend me.
Right,
like,
I ain't bothering
I'm
nobody.
legit, like, not bothering nobody. If I'm cutting up, it's because somebody was messing with me. Like, I don't cut up until people mess with me. So when I cut up, I'll be like, okay, God, now, fight for me, and sometimes I would get let down, because I'd be like, yep. Sorry, we got the kiddos coming for chips, y'all. Kids coming for chips. And twin, I don't bother nobody. I say to myself, so when stuff hit the fan, it'd be like, all right, you deserved it. All right, you should have left me alone. You should have let me go to sleep and let me be. You want to keep picking with me, so now you catch all this new growth, okay?
Right.
And so but God then later on, I may not have saw it right away, but I was able to see, hey, they reaping what they sow, and it wasn't that I rejoiced in it, but it was like it allowed me to see, like, okay, God, you are fighting for me. And it didn't happen until I legit let it go and
Right.
stopped trying to, prove it myself. So now I just be like, all right, whatever.
Right, keep talking, because you stuck on stupid, like Lady Johnson says, stuck steaks. And I'm not about to keep being stuck on other people's opinion, because them other people ain't doing nothing. Y'all not doing nothing but running your mouth.
So mothers, I want to say to y'all, keep doing a great job.
Right.
If they are not feeding you, financing you, and hoo-haing you, their opinion does not matter. If they are not being a solution to your problem, put that opinion on the back burner and do not stress yourself about it.
Don't do it.
Don't, because it will cause you unnecessary stress.
And it'll cause you see all of this wiggle jiggle I got? That's stress.
What's that song? Don't wiggle, wiggle. Something like that.
Stress, I'm telling you, stress will blow you up. Stress will
Ooh, that jiggle.
make your hair fall out.
Ooh,
Stress
yes.
will do a whole bunch of stuff. It even make other people ask you questions like my mama asked you. You act like you had some kids. No, baby, I don't hate them. They get on my nerves, but I don't hate them.
Upstairs, guys. Upstairs. Yes, upstairs.
Kyrie, give her some chips.
He keeps trying to take it.
Y'all see? But in a transparent moment, I have been dealing with some stress, and y'all, this is my first time showing this publicly. I was afraid to, but I think a lot of women really need to really see and understand, like, they are not alone. Y'all, I am literally losing my hair. And I did not want to show y'all. I was terrified. I was really, really terrified of showing this, and it still bothers me, but I'll be okay. But I am losing my hair. Losing my hair.
He got some tissue for you, honey.
I'm losing my hair. And I've always had hair. I've always had a ton of hair. I've always had a head full of hair. But I've went through so much stress, and I haven't started losing my hair. And I've been going to the dermatologist and been getting shots, and it's not growing back. But all I can do is really just trust God and pray that it'll come back. And so I had to realize I'm not my hair. I thought about cutting it all off. And I'm just waiting. I'm believing that it's gonna come back. I'm just gonna believe that it's gonna come back. But a lot of it is from stress.
Right.
And the stress has caused so many other health issues, you know. And so, you know, you gotta take care of your mental health. Please take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself, because it will cause other health issues, y'all. It will cause so many other health issues that I didn't even know was possible. I thank God it's nothing but the grace of God. I have now started back having seizures with all of the stress that I'm under. I have epilepsy, and this is nothing but God that I haven't had any recent seizures. I think it's here. I forgot that I had it here. But people don't realize what you go through on a daily basis, and that's why it pays to be kind to others, because you don't know just how close to a cliff somebody could be, y'all. You know, I would never hurt my children. I love my children, but if it wasn't for them, I think I would have ended it a long time ago. And so I thank God for my kids. Even though I'm frustrated sometimes with my kids, I thank God for my kids, because I have a reason to keep going,
Right.
a reason to keep fighting. And so that's why I say, you know, be careful with your words. You don't know how your words can either make or break a situation. You know, it's life and death in that. There was a time where about a month or so ago, I was on edge, y'all. I was really, really on edge. I was this close to just giving up on everything. And Brittany's kindness pulled me through. And so I didn't even tell you, but that was just, y'all, we go through a lot of smiles, but you can't make it. You can't make it. Find people who celebrate you, who support you. Find those people and surround yourself with those people. Surround yourself with that love. You deserve it. You need it. No matter what has happened in the past, your past is your past.
Yes.
It is not your present. It is darn sure not your future. So yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, and we thank y'all for tuning in, and we want y'all to drop in the comments, you know, your experience or anything, and we just appreciate y'all for coming in and here, watching us, listening to us, because I get so many inboxes with people telling us how good of a job we're doing and how proud they are.
I'm
And
glad y'all
that
inbox Brittany, because y'all
encourages-
never inbox me.
And that encouraged us, because like she said, it's hard. It is hard. We just want to get up, be able to take care of our kids without all the other stuff.
Yeah.
We don't want to be losing hair and all this other stuff that comes with being stressed and depressed. and everything that we have to do by ourselves as moms. And it's not just the single people. Some of the married people go through this
Yes.
things like this because all of the weight
is on
placed
that
on the
one
woman.
person. Yes, yes. There are. So this is not just a single mommy thing. Like
Right,
this
this is
happens
a
with
mom
married mothers,
all across the
moms,
board.
all across the board. Whether you married, single, separated, like the world expects so much out of mothers, and it's like we literally have the weight on our shoulders. I think I said that earlier. And so we are expected to just be super women, and there's times when we go through stuff like this. We go
Right.
through stuff like this, and
And you gotta let it out.
Nobody
There's nothing
knows.
wrong with letting it out.
yeah. we both
Because,
over here
baby,
crying, y'all.
If you don't, I'm gonna tell you, everybody know Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany struggles with cussing. And if Brittany holds it in too long, you're gonna be every cuss word in the book. But I'm trying to get past that. And
Oh man.
I'm doing a good job with not letting other people's opinions, because stuff that I still hear, you know, doesn't necessarily make me cry like it used to. I just be like, oh, here we go again with this bug crap.
Yeah, we got a video request.
Who is that? Let's see. A pro. Do I gotta send you?
I think it's added her now. Let's see.
Did it send you something?
It should be. Let me see. It's added there though. So
Did you
have
get
to
good
accept
signal
it.
over there? Well,
Oh,
we was
man.
gonna ask somebody in on our live, but
We waiting on it to come in. Hold on, let me see if we can.
I'm
get
talking
some-
about, dude, they got good signal. Is it me? They ain't got no signal? What?
Says she's already a guest in the broadcast. Hold on, let me see.
What happened to this button right here? Approve. That's what I want to do.
That's what we did.
Okay. My Lucas, you gotta hit something on your screen so you can come in. Or did you hit that by mistake?
You might have been by mistake, dog.
I don't know, but it ain't working. So we'll try it again. Send it. No answer.
From the live video.
It
guest.
might have been
All right,
a
let's
mistake.
try. All right, let's see. Was it a mistake?
So we hope that, you know, our transparency encourages you all, and feel free to you can drop us notes.
Oh, Keisha.
Feel free to drop us notes. We keep y'all anonymous, and yeah, because we like to hear other things. And in the
No
future,
mistake.
oh,
Wait.
okay.
Okay.
She like, shy, I got my bonnet on, and still in my PJs. Yeah. Oh, and we gonna have to go, because see, mother jobs are never done, because I gotta go pick up my kids from school.
Oh my God, it's 1:45. We didn't even realize it. You see how that goes.
So we thank you all for tuning in and listening. And don't forget to like, subscribe,
and
share, hit that bell so y'all know when we go on.
Follow us on all of our pages. We have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Yes, and a website.
Facebook, and our website. And we gotta
And listen, go to our website. I'm gonna put it in the comments. Go to our website. And I don't care if you gotta do hi at AOL. Put something in on our website.
Oh.
I mean, that was what we need.
Listen, I was trying to get rid of this one, right? Sure. Move. Oh no! Hold on. Maybe it's Maybelline. Oh heck, you know I'm saying.
Will it let us talk it?
I don't think so because we doing this.
Oh. So yeah, do all of that good stuff. And we put it in the comments after we end this video, but she doing it now. But we about to end our YouTube. So thank y'all for tuning in. Bye bye.